Testing, testing. Testing, testing again. Alright. So, make sure I'm hearing everything, alright? 1 second, like always. Alright, I am trying something slightly different today. So, I just noticed this. So there is a Insta Go Live option basically on Xbox without having to go through the Twitch app. Well, it still does, but not the same. Like it won't, like you won't see that intermission screen thing if going through it this way. So, I'm testing it. The audio options are a bit vague compared to how it is on the actual app, so that's why I don't know how audio is right now. I don't know if I did put myself louder than the game, but I don't know how much louder I am. So so that's what I'm testing today, but also doing the weekly thing. This is the last, I think, seasonal mission. And then next week, I believe, is Solstice. So, this should be interesting. Judging by how the steps look on the quest, because I looked at that. I logged in and checked the reset. It's interesting. So this is gonna be a 4-step last mission. Also, I got the Trespasser Calus quest done. I just need to talk to Banshee. So we're doing the weekly story today, and we're doing well, I don't think there's any hidden stuff. If there is, I'm probably gonna miss it. But it doesn't seem like it, judging by... I kind of spoiled myself, but it was more of just so I could know if there was any collectibles. I don't think there are, because I think we got them all. All the robos and all the robots, all the bobbleheads. This mission should be interesting. It kind of sets the future. Also, I'll be playing as my Titan this time. Also, this week is Random Games Week, meaning Thursday and Saturday will be random games. I'm gonna do Fall Guys. I'm gonna do something else. I forgot what I don't know what the other thing is yet. So these are where my characters are in terms of gear at the moment. My Hunter looks the most interesting. Did trials, of course, as you can see, with the helmet. Yeah. I have not completed the season pass yet. I'll probably complete it during Solstice. So, anyway. Let's check. One thing. Well, first I should check triumphs. One. 5 more opulent chests. I still need to get that done. That's gonna be a grind. A lot more harvesting. 3 more upgrades. And then complete the last Bound of Sorrow. This will also complete this. Last radio message. Everything done here. Got all those. Got all the bubble heads. So literally this is just gonna be straight shot, then lore reading. And that'll be it for the day. Return to Eris. Also, yeah, I'm streaming earlier in the day. Yay, finally. I got a day to do that. There's a nervous tension in the air. Even though the final ritual of severance was a success, Calus did not react. Eris fears the worst. It is time to see what she has learned. Return the Banshee and receive the calibrated catalyst. I'll go do that in this. Also, weekly stuff, double nightfall rewards, Deepstone Crypt and Prophecy. No, not Prophecy. Is it Prophecy? I forgot what the dungeon is. Like the weekly dungeon. It's very low in my ear for some reason. So basically this live stream option I'm doing is kind of similar to how I hope like it's not it's similar to how you go live on PlayStation. I don't know how long it's been a thing, but clearly I have not noticed it. Also, this hasn't really changed. I didn't realize it was going all the way to the Septic Spears. What the hell? Oh, it's even behind the spears. Holy shit. I didn't realize that last time. Are you always here? Also, yeah, I didn't notice this, but someone pointed it out, or at least like some content creator pointed it out. But the Leviathan being on the moon compared to being on Nessus kind of tells you the size of Nessus compared to the moon. Nessus is very small compared to the moon. Like, considering the Leviathan could eat it. But compared to the moon, the Leviathan's not that big. So that means the Nessus, we basically explored most of that planetoid already, surprisingly enough. So, and it's probably the smallest destination compared, maybe besides Titan. I might be wrong on that, but who knows. If someone can do a size comparison of that and Titan, I'd like to see that. Maybe even Io. I know Europa's bigger. Three memories. Aldrin, Sophia, and Gaul. Also, Gaul looks beaten to shit with the burnt marks.
It is as I feared. We were too late. In spite of our efforts, the Lunar Pyramid has surged to life, and the depths of the moon roar with this monumental change. Calus has assumed control. But all may not be lost. Calus's psychic imprint is massive. Like a snail coiled within its shell, not all of him has slithered out of the Leviathan and into the Pyramid. If we strike now, as one, at the heart of Calus's presence within the Leviathan, we may yet be able to prevent him from turning the power of the Pyramid against us. A ritual of this size will require a massive amount of power, and all of our combined efforts. Crow, Caiatl, and Zavala will need to coordinate with you. Return to the Leviathan. Gather the reagents we need to perform one last ritual, and perhaps, just perhaps, we will be able to prevent disaster.
It is as I feared. We were too late. Eris has learned that the final severance ritual came too late. Caiatl's brazen and failed sever attempt was the time Calus needed to complete his plan. He has extended his full consciousness into the Lunar Pyramid and has begun assuming control. Yet there is still hope. Not all of Calus's power has merged with the Leviathan. There is still time for one final, desperate severance ritual at the seat of Calus's power to dislodge him from the pyramid before the change becomes permanent. Doing so will require the aid of Crow, Zavala, Caiatl, and Eris together. Eris urges you to collect the necessary essence for such a ritual as soon as possible. What weapons do I have on me right now? Shotgun bow, auto rifle, and tracer rifle. Waste. No, I'll wait to do the trespasser thing. Also, I finally got the damn hand cannon. I don't know if I showed that on stream. I don't think I did, but I finally got the damn hand cannon I was missing. So I have all the opulent weapons now. I am really curious what the Solstice armor is going to look like. And how the glows are going to act. Also, in the YouTube comments, feel free to comment how your 4th of July went, if you celebrated it. Feel free to comment that in the comments. I kind of want to hear how people's 4th of July went. It was interesting. I did it in a different location this time than I usually did. That was...
I would have it for myself.
Slightly concerning there. Also, there's a lot of good shit in the Bright Dust store at the moment, but it kind of sucks because it's literally, they put all the good shit right before, Solstice, and people want to use their some people want to save their Bright Dust so they can, get the Solstice stuff. Like the multi-element elements. I missed last year's, like I couldn't do last year's or I didn't have enough, and I doubt I'll be able to do this year's. I don't know, I forgot how I somehow, I think I used silver last to get two of the sets, and then I used Bright Dust for the second. No, for the last set. That, or I used silver for one set and used Bright Dust for the other. No idea.
You have drawn out a powerful nightmare. See that it is destroyed.
Oh, right, I didn't. That didn't work. Same as always. And I wish you could run around your Sparrow in here.
They come screaming from the depths of our collective pain. Destroy them.
Someone's dead over there. That worked. Still like a good chunk. There's a lot of time left for next season, surprisingly. Like not just the 3 weeks of Solstice. There's like I think 2 more weeks afterwards left after that. Might be wrong, but it feels like there's still a lot of time left before next season. Also, did not realize how soon the Xenoverse stuff will come out. It literally comes out tomorrow and, like the 7th, the 6th and 7th. Free stuff on the 6th, paid stuff on the 7th, which is nice.
This trinket of yours fascinates me. I would have it for myself.
The second game, by the way, for random games is either part of the Master Chief Collection or I'm gonna check Infinite to see if there's an event going. If there is, I'll do that. Besides that, I have no idea. Where did I throw my hammer? I got freaking... There it is. That wasn't my hammer. My hammer's gone now. Shit. I don't know. Also, future plan, once I get Game Pass back, or if I just get it at some point, maybe I should do a bug snacks playthrough, even though I'm technically close to perfecting the game anyway, off stream. I feel like that would be interesting. Bug snacks playthrough. Let's see. And that. I feel like that didn't hit. Yeah, that one did.
I sense a current of dread. A powerful nightmare has risen near you. Light and dark forge together into a physical manifestation of terror. Go forth and
I can't wait till I can't wait to unlock the full set of the skeleton or the skull armor. That's gonna be. This is the helmet. This helmet's the main thing. That was really cool. Like the nightmare skull is badass. I'm really curious of what next season's gonna be about. In terms of story, seasonal armor, seasonal ornaments, exotics, and everything else. Everything. I'm really excited for the next season. Arc 3.0, all of it. It's gonna be really good. I have a feeling. We end how we begin. Or we end how we begin. Mess that up. Shit. We started with her, we're gonna end with her. This looks like it should not be void. It looks like it should be just solar. But hopefully I'm guessing we're probably gonna get Arc 1 next season. If we got a solar one in the 30th anniversary, and then we got an Arc 1. Or we got a void one here. So we'll probably get a Arc or a void one here. We'll probably get a stasis one and an Arc one in the upcoming seasons. Also, I think recently they got buffed too, the trace rifles. So I guess that makes sense. Oh.
terrible nightmare rising from the depths of the Leviathan.
Are we missing one? Yeah, we are. Your turn. I don't think anyone is able to get an officer or something. There's no sights. Right in the back of the knees. Oh wow, that got fun. Ayo. Leveled up too.
I once said that light bearers were more than instruments of violence. But I watched this one work, and I remember that violence can be a useful tool.
Violence is all there is.
You two must be fun at parties.
You're one to talk, Aldrin. You're one to talk. Don't say that like you're. Oh my god. These all three of these have weird dread in common. It's kind of scary. Oh my god, that was actually it was a little funny. Oh come on, don't do that to me. Level 80. That's gonna take a minute. I think I'm almost done with, I think I'm close with one, but I don't know. Right. And board the Leviathan with crows, Zavala, Caiatl, and Eris to stop Calus before it's too late. Catharis? Catharis? I don't know how to say that. There is no time left. Calus threatens to activate the Lunar Pyramid, and only one final ritual can prevent him from accomplishing this goal. With the aid of crows, Zavala, Caiatl, and Eris, you must storm the Leviathan and find the seat of Calus' power to bring an end to this situation before he can wield the power of the pyramids. 50 out of 51. How many breakthroughs do I got? 3,000. I want this really bad. Same with this. I can wait on that. And the sword. Why did they have to pull all the good shit this week? There's a lot of good things this week. Oh, I didn't even notice I leveled this up. I need 5 more. I'll clip that email afterwards. What was the powerful thing I got? I guess I didn't. It was like the first one, so I guess that makes sense. I'll put the emote to wrap up with. Oh, it's a separate thing. Interesting. Return to the Leviathan and prepare for one final ritual to prevent Calus from assuming control of the Lunar Pyramid. Let go. Ooh, about time we go back to this area. We haven't been back here in a minute.
This is it. No margin for error. Eris, Crow, Caiatl, get into position and plant your amplifiers. Guardian, straight down the middle. Go make some noise and draw Calus's forces to you.
Hell yeah. We haven't been through this door in a minute. We haven't been through this door since the beginning, since
Amplifier set. Status report.
My amplifier is set, and I am in position in the throne room. My coward of a father is nowhere to be found.
Ow.
Working on it. I've got a lot of heat back here.
My amplifier is set, but loyalists are converging on my position. Calus is not fooled by our attempt at a diversion.
This is kind of cool. All of them working together. Also, we're going through this door after a good chunk of time where we haven't gone through this door. Like, since the beginning of this season and since... where we technically went backwards through it. And since the raid before it got vaulted. Hey, it's open. Let's go.
Do you hear that?
Caiatl, what is it? Caiatl?
Her comms are being blocked. Guardian, get to the throne room and see what's going on.
Shit. I forgot if you can, if it wraps around both sides. I don't like the tint that's over my character right now. I really don't like that. It's spooky. One sec. Let me check something's not right, or it looks not right on my end. I don't know if everything's going good on everyone else's end, so that's why I'm refreshing my view. I don't like the delay that I'm seeing. Plus, it makes this more suspenseful of what's through this door. Is it going to be another Calus robot, or is it going to be Calus himself? If anything. I don't like this. It's dark. That's a lot of nightmares. Oh, I guess we don't go up to his...
Amplifier set! Heading to... Oh! Ah! Oh!
Crow? Crow, report. Eris, can you reach him?
I'm already on my way.
Guardian, stick to the plan. Find Calus and...
One, I guess we don't see the Calus robo. Also, I think we used to go down here for the end of the raid, but it looks a bit different, and I don't like those lights. This is where I think it is. Sure is! Anyone remember Leviathan the raid? Yeah, we fought a Calus robot. And when you go and get your reward box, this is what you see. A bunch of Calus robots. But before their eyes were blue. Now, their eyes are red. Also, a lot of nightmares. So, what's interesting about this, someone kind of knew already this section was in the game already, because people figured out how to go out of bounds, and they got to this area. So, people kind of knew they kept this like reward area in the game. Oh, it's like one of the Witchwind portals. Oh boy. Of the darkest hour. We are in the pyramid, boys. And girls. Are we in the Lunar Pyramid? I think we are... Oh.
The others are not with you? Then we do this alone.
Nice gun. And feathers.
Father! Do you see me? Show yourself!
Yo, nice jet pack. Holy shit. She has a nice, that's a badass looking jetpack. Also, she has the so her outfit, sorry for suspending this, but like, her outfit is basically the outfit she has in Duality. The nightmare version of her has the exact same outfit, I think, with the feathers, jetpack, and the gun. Which is interesting that she's using a gun now, not a sword. You would think she would be using a sword by now. Or using that sword from last time, or at least have it on her holster. Let's see what this has in store, because this doesn't look great. What the?
I see, daughter. I see your failures, your doubts, your fears. You could have stood at my side, but instead, you chose this.
Oh, that's kind of cool. She's fighting alongside us. That's kind of badass. Also, this is very reminiscent. Emperor Calus, Herald of the Witness. This is actually kind of interesting because, if you also remember the raid in, Leviathan raid, something similar to the, it's not exactly in terms of how his head looks. I think it was slightly different. His head looks slightly different. But, basically, you had to make sure you didn't get sucked into his mouth, and you had to grab a orb when you get teleported to the dimension in the final, encounter of the Leviathan raid. So, this is very reminiscent of that. It's just that his head was smaller, and it didn't look like, it looked slightly different. Like, I think coloring and the top of his head looked different. Also, I was surprised Caiatl didn't say anything after he said all that. What am I supposed to do? Oh! Eris is not gonna say it this time, so... Bitch. Sneak my sight.
don't mind, but I couldn't resist a chance to be a hero one last time.
Guardian, to me,
Calus!
I will raise defenses.
This is going to hurt. A lot.
What is Aldrin doing? Also, this is disgusting. What is Aldrin doing? Where is he? I don't know. Oh my god, that's a face. I don't know if he ever... That was kind of cool, by the way. I don't know what Aldrin did, and I don't know what that face is. That's a face. Holy shit. But nice little reference for 1 second there to what he said to Cade. That's the last line he said to Cade when we were shooting. It's, I don't know about being a hero, but that was dark. That was a dark reference, but also a badass one. That's Caiatl. That with the face. I don't know if he ever... I forgot if he ever did that in real life. I don't think he did, but I would not be surprised if he did, and I just don't remember it, because holy shit, that's a face. Also, this is very intense. Take care of me first. Don't worry. Die. Back.
Stand fast. There is nothing to fear.
You are safe by my side, Guardian.
He's doing that again. He's doing something slightly different. Also, where are they? Where are the members? Because that was Sophia. Or Sophia. I don't know where she is, though. Ow. Where are you? Oh, there you are, Cole. I think Gold's the only one that actually is like himself as the nightmare and I am whipping his ass for I don't know how many times we whipped Gold's ass, but oh shit.
Daughter,
I didn't see what happened with Caiatl.
don't.
Where is Calus?
Dead. He has given himself over to the witness. My father. is gone.
Sophie.
Damn. Ooh. What was Calus gonna say there? Also, did Calus really die, or did... I'm really confused if Calus really died or not, or by what she said, basically the father she knew is gone, and he's now something completely different now. And when she said he's given himself over to the witness. Holy shit, though, that was intense. Gull immediately disappeared, then Olgin disappeared with a smirk, and then Safi. And then I don't know if I could catch Zavala if he was crying or not, but that was a nice moment between Caiatl and Zavala. Eris had the sword from Shadowkeep. I think Crow had Hawkmoon? I don't know. I don't know if he had Hawkmoon or not. He had some kind of hand cannon. That was not, and that was a cool cutscene that our character was in. I don't know if Caiatl collapsed behind me since I didn't get to see that. If she did, since I was away in front dealing with the Nightmare of Gull. That was a nice cutscene. Zavala, all of them feeling it after everything that happened. Speak to Eris at the Crown of Sorrow. It is done. Calus has been pushed back. So he's not dead. We just severed his connection to the pyramid. But he's still alive somewhere. Who knows where, but as a father, he's dead to Caiatl. Calus has been pushed back, the Leviathan has gone silent, and the memories have returned into the abint psychic noise of the pyramid. I don't know how to say that. Eris has observations about this victory, undoubtedly. Debrief with her at the Crown of Sorrow. God, that was really intense, and not gonna lie, I actually feel as relieved as they do. As both of those two do. I do feel as relieved as they do. like, to them, and it probably feels like a huge weight was lifted off of all their shoulders. And I feel relieved for them. Safi, Aldrin, Gaul, they're good sides of them. The good sides of all three of them. Well, Safi is always good, technically. They can all rest in peace now. Growth is still here and some nightmares are.
I thought I understood what the traveler saw.
I kind of wish there was a little side thing where you talk to everyone. You talk to Caiatl, you talk to Crow, and you talk to Zavala. To, like, basically see how they're feeling after this. Because this was as intense for them as it was for us.
Even with all our strength, we barely stopped Calus. This was not a victory, Guardian. It has merely bought us time. Calus has become an emissary of the Witness. He is the harbinger of the second collapse.
Great.
For all we know, this was Calus's plan from the beginning. Luring Guardians to his side with promises of riches and lavishing them with praise. Only to slaughter all of humanity at the behest of a voice whispering to him in the dark. Calus may be gone, but the Leviathan remains, and it will take months to clear out the remaining nightmares and assure it is no longer a threat. But even those efforts may be for naught. We have reached the point of no return. The Witness is near. It is the beginning of the end.
Now, it's interesting that she says that. Few things that quotes. Takes months to clear, meaning the next 2 seasons. And the upcoming month. Calus is not in the Leviathan anymore. So we'll probably face his true form in Lightfall. I don't know about the final shape. I'm thinking, what else? It's crazy how we literally just pushed him back. We didn't really, stop him because now he's the emissary of the Witness. Great. Eris sees no cause to celebrate. Yet Solstice is literally next week, I think. So we're celebrating anyway. This is not a victory, Guardian. It has merely bought us time. Even though Calus was defeated here, he is not gone. He has become a herald of the Witness and the harbinger of the second collapse. Which also, I wonder what he was gonna say. Because before his, like, head image disappeared, he was saying something like, or he was about to say something to Caiatl. He said, "Daughter, I." So I wonder what he was going to say. I really wonder what he was going to say. Calus may be gone, but the Leviathan remains, and it will take months, the next 2 seasons, before that disappears. To clear out the rest of the nightmares and ensure it is no longer a threat. I am curious what's going to happen to the Leviathan at the beginning of Lightfall and at the end of the year. During the last season. Because is the Leviathan going to get destroyed, or is it just going to be next to the moon? Or is the moon going to take a big hit, also taking out the Leviathan? But even those efforts may be for naught. We have reached a point of no return. The witness is near. It's the beginning of the end. More upgrades left. And as you can see, the memories are gone now. I wonder if these have a secret purpose. I really wonder.
I received your last message. Whatever reckless plan brings you to the reef need not be shared with the Vanguard or the Guardian. But keep me informed at the very least. Those haunted here have found a measure of peace. But it takes more than resolve to overcome one's regrets. We have both felt it. How a moment of pain can weave into the whole of our lives. How it binds us to patterns of thought and action. I have stared into the eyes of my pain made manifest, pleaded with it, raged at it. What face would your nightmare wear? For so long, I believed peace was beyond my reach. No more. I have found it in guiding others down the same path that saved me. But I might allow myself to want more than peace. What? I am not certain. Is joy the word? Might I find that again? You told me to live my life. There is more truth in you than either of us would care to admit. I have something that will be of interest to you. The Lunar Pyramid remains rife with secrets. Meet with me, and we will discuss what I have found. Take care, Rat.
Sure. Drifter's going to the reef. I think. Because I believe... Okay, that has to be Drifter. There's no other ID... I can't think of anyone else that's named Rat. It has to be Drifter. That means it sounds like Drifter is going to the reef for some reason. That means he's going to the Dreaming City. What's going to happen at the Dreaming City? And where's Anna? What's going to happen with Anna and Rasputin? Or Ada? Or, yeah, Anna. What's going to happen with Anna and Rasputin? Is that going to be the last season? What happened? What's going to... If Drifter is really going to the reef, I wonder what that means. And what does Eris want to show Drifter in the pyramid? What does she want to show Drifter in the pyramid? I'm also really curious on the spot we ended up in the pyramid, because that spot in the pyramid is different than the places we usually end up, or I don't think we ever been to that specific area before in the pyramid. We've been to that weird statue, but that's about it. So I think that was a new area. Trying to line myself up. Now, before I wrap up, we have one more thing to do, and that's some lore reading. Oh yeah, the ship. I forgot about the ship. The question is, where do we get the sparrow from? There's a sparrow. And I don't know where they get the sparrow. Let's start with the final thing out here. So that's why he has them. That makes a lot more sense. Also, I honestly think that I thought that last radio message would actually. I know that it was setting up next season, but I feel like that radio message should have been, or at least there should have been two. There should have been one with Zavala, Caiatl, and Crow as well. Now this is gonna be a little heart-wrenching. He's in the last city at this point. You would think you would be able to get there faster since he has a jump ship at this point. So he actually met her daughter. He actually met her daughter. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh my god, that hurts. That really hurts. Let me read this line. Years later, he visits the woman's grave, the daughter's grave, then her son's. So basically, his grandson, technically. Her son's son, his great-grandson's. So he literally visits everyone everyone related to Sophia's grave. All of her descendants. That's how much he was beating himself over. That's how much he beat himself up over Hakim. That's crazy. That's just... Ow. This is the last of it, so I might as well read it. They do not come to the last city for 10 generations. I wonder if they know... I wonder if they don't come to the last city because they know Zavala is there. They probably heard of him. They had to. And part of the daughter knew of him, it's just that she didn't want to say anything. It sucks. They should have talked more. I honestly think they should have talked more. They do not come to the last city for 10 generations. The hidden tell him... Wow, he even has the hidden looking... keeping an eye on him. He even has the hidden keeping an eye on him. The hidden tell him when they are born, when they are sick, and when they die. He never speaks to them when they are alive. But at each grave, he leaves a token and a question. Can you forgive me? The Red War does not claim them. But when the city grieves for those lost to the Vex and the Endless Night, Zavala grieves for the last of Sophia's descendants. Sophia's descendants. This time, there is no body for a grave. Now Zavala sits at his desk. The knitting needles are worn with use. He holds them carefully, remembering how she had placed his fingers so that he could follow her movements. He casts on a length of yarn and begins again. So he's knitting now. It's kind of funny. Zavala knitting. But I am really curious how many generations of... well, it says 10 generations, but none of them came to the last city, and he doesn't go to see any of them. And he blames himself for it. And it seems like none of them die from the Red War. The question is when the last descendant of Sophia died. Who was the last one, and when was the last one? When did the last one die, basically? Oh, this is... okay, one's just empty. That's completed now. You would think one would be filled. This I will cover when I get to finishing that exotic glaive. I want to read this too, might as well. Calus sees her as he remembers her. Young and precocious? Energetic and ambitious. A mind full of dreams larger than his own. Her intensity imitates him. She imagines accomplishments he dares not entertain for fear of failure. A nightmare knows this fear. This is kind of going with the duality dungeon, I think. The nightmare knows this fear. It's adolescent eyes meet his and bore into his soul, laying all his embarrassments bare. It sees him for what he is, a disposed ruler, entombed alive in a golden sarcophagus and left to rot in exile, replaced by one more beloved than he. Always seeking the adoration of others, sees the nightmare wearing his daughter's face, even from the witness. Silence. He instinctively reaches for his chalice, but has long since left his side. It will abandon you just like the Cabal, just like the Ghost Primus. The nightmare of Caiatl smiles, sweet and crimson, and full of hatred, just like your daughter. I said be silent. His daughter's laughter is a knife between his ribs, as it always has been. No one hears your edicts, no one obeys. Her voice fills his chamber, and seeps into every crevice of his mind. She is Empress now, you are nothing. I made her. I, Calus, the great emperor since Arceus. Pokemon. All that comes before me is a prelude. All that follows in my legacy is my legacy. I am the sun itself. A dying sun for a dead world. A legacy of ashes, soon to be swept away by the wind that is Caiatl. He will never surpass me. About that. She already has. And soon you will be forgotten. Calus' withered face contorts in anguish and angst. The nightmare is wrong, he thinks. Caiatl will never be a great leader. He will make sure of it, even if all that exits must pay the price. All that exists must pay the price. I honestly thought one of the Sophia one would be like currently what Zavala is doing and how he's feeling after all the severance is over. After Sophia is gone now. Technically, this fits more since it's Eris style, but this also fits. Ooh. Not gonna lie, that was one intense finale. I still kind of wish we had a voice from, or a sign from Caiatl, Crow, and Zavala afterwards, though. But yeah. That has been the Season of the Haunted seasonal story. That was the end of it. The memories have vanished. Calus is no longer on the Leviathan. He is now an emissary. The witness is coming. We have 2 more seasons to prepare. Next week starts the solstice of heroes. I wonder what it has in store for us, as well as the next 2 seasons. And Lightfall is going to be one hell of a expansion. Anyway, like I said, Thursday, Saturday, those 2 days are random games. Next week, possibly Halo 3. And then after that, probably Kiwami. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you Thursday for Fall Guys. I really enjoyed this season. This has been one of the best told seasons in Destiny, I think. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara. I did that wrong. Whoops. God damn it, how did I botch that? I am so sorry. Let's try that again. Sayonara. Also, quick note before I wrap up. There's a pause stream option, which I may use. I have to test it. I don't know when I'll test it, but I'll test it one of these days. Just to see how it works.